So guys, Google had recently rolled out the Android 17 beta build for most of the phone, and although I could install it via the OTA update, but I cannot find the factory image anywhere. So there was the factory image for all the Pixel phone, but not just for the Pixel 6a. I don't know why. For the Pixel 6a it was missing. I had to obtain it on my phone. For routing I required the boot IMG file, and there was no factory image. So I used a workaround using which I could easily get the factory image from the Android Flash tool, and I'll show you how to get this job done. There is just one slight, you could say, drawback or caveat. Only if you are taking the safest approach, in that case you have to face a slight issue, and that is you have to flash the entire ROM onto your phone. If you want to take a risky approach, in that case you may escape the ROM flashing. But if you want to take the safest approach, the safest bet, in that case you will have to let the Android Flash tool flash the entire ROM onto your phone. The choice is all yours. I'll show you what I mean by this as well. But first, let's get started. So first off, boot the phone to the fastboot mode and carry out a few other checkmark as well. So get the Android SDK from my article, extract them onto your PC, and after that you will get a few files. Once that is done, enable OEM unlocking and USB debugging. The USB debugging is required for ADB command. OEM unlocking is required to unlock the phone. So settings, about phone, type on build number 7 times. Then go to system, dev options, enable both the OEM unlocking and USB debugging from here. Once that is done, let's first verify the debugging connection as well. So for that, type in cmd in the address bar of platform tools over here. Hit the enter key. Now type in the command ADB devices and verify you are having an ID. As you could see, we are having this ID. If that's all fine, now you have to unlock the phone. For unlocking, you have to use the command of fastboot flashing unlock and then get the job done. This will wipe off all the phone's data. So verify to take a backup beforehand. Once that is done, your phone will undergo a reset, then move to the OS. So please re-enable USB debugging once again. Moving on, let's now go to the Android Flash tool and choose the required firmware. For my phone, I currently require the Android 17 beta 2 update. So I will choose that firmware. So let's first allow it for the ADB access. Give it some time. It will show your phone from here. So if you get this message already in use, no issue whatsoever, open the CMD window and type in ADB kill-server and hit the enter key. Once that is done, again click on force inspect now, and your phone will now get a prompt. Give it a few seconds and you could now see it's now shown. Choose your phone. For the ease of convenience, let's boot the phone to fastboot mode ourselves. That will be much faster. So ADB reboot bootloader, hit the enter key, and we have done it by ourselves, so it will be much faster now. Wait for a few seconds. Since we have done a kill server, you will see that it's starting once again. So give it some time and we'll be in the fastboot mode. So in the meantime, okay, wait for a few seconds and it's now connected. Now choose the required build. So in our case, the build is Android 17 and this is the one, Android 17 beta 2. Please choose the required build from here. Let's choose the second beta build and now make a few tweaks. For example, I don't want to lock the phone's bootloader. I will uncheck that. And then that's it. It's recommended to do a wipe. So if you want to avoid a wipe, then verify that your phone was stocked earlier as well. So let's say currently, if your phone does not have any Magis or KSU build, in that case, you must simply flash the firmware without a wipe. But in my case, my phone had obtained root via it was Sukisu Ultra. So I had to do a wipe. But I'll show you how to escape that as well, although it's a risky approach. Anyways, at least uncheck the lock option from here. Once that is done, let's now open the DevTools in the browser as well. So you may either go here and I guess it's in the More Tools, DevTools. From here, you have to go to Network tab, click on arrow and you will get the network option. Then click on Fetch XHR, type in .zip in the search field and that's it. We are now up and ready with this. Now click on Install a build. Then you could see it's only doing a wipe and a force flash, Android 17 beta 2. Click on confirm. I accept. And just wait. You could now see you will get a few URLs. The last one will be the one which of our choice. You could see the last one is the largest one. It's being downloaded. So double click on it from here. And you get the URL. So you must simply copy the URL from here. And that is it. Paste the URL in Notepad or anywhere else. And if you want to be on the safer side, let the tool flash the entire firmware. But if you don't want to do that, in that case, you must simply close the tool and then there will be no data wipe as well. So choice is all yours. To be on safer side, please let it do the entire process. But if you want to save some time and be on the risky side, let's try to cancel this and let's see what happens. It's saying do not unplug your phone. No issues, I will unplug it my phone. This is risky, I'm again saying, but the benefit is that you will save a lot of time and there will be no data wipe. Since we have closed the tool at the time when the flashing did not begin, it's safe, but please do not unplug the phone when the flashing has started. So in my case, the flashing did not start. I simply got a URL and then closed the tool. I guess this should be safe because by now the flashing had not started. We just got the URL and that is it. So let me show you the screenshot once again. You will get quite a few URLs. Among that, the last one will be the one which is increasing continuously. So either you may double click on it and choose the copy URL option, or right click on it and choose the copy URL, or simply copy this URL, request URL option. So get the URL, copy it somewhere, and if the flashing has not started, you may close the tool. But if the flashing has started, in that case, please don't close the tool. Let me first open my phone, start my phone and see what happens. Since the flashing had not begun, I guess there should be no issue on my phone and my phone should move to the OS. The safest bet, I'm again repeating, is to let the Android flash tool flash the entire firmware, but that will take some time and this will also wipe your phone. And since the flashing had not begun, you must simply start the phone as well and there should not be any issue. Yes, there's no issue whatsoever. And now let's try out the link. I have got the link over here, you could see. Let's copy it and paste the link in the new tab and see what happens now. Just give me a second. This is the link. Hit the enter key and the link should now work. I should get the IDM tool start download message in just a moment. And you could now see the start download is here. So we have got the tool. I can now start the download of the tool. Then I can extract the firmware and extract the image file to get the required bootIMG file and get the job done. So that is quite an easy way out. I am again repeating for the last time. Please, if the flashing has started, do not unplug or close the tool. If the flashing has not started, in that case, you must simply get the URL and close the tool. Although it's quite risky, but still, you may do so. This will save you some time and save you data as well. But the choice is all yours. So guys, that's all from this video. If you have any query, let me know in the comment section. And thank you for watching the video.